Let's begin to breathe. Just close your eyes and relax. And breathe in relaxation. And breathe out all tension. You know, in the morning when we wake up and we just have a lot of things in our mind, it's like the daily tasks that you have. You think about it. But before that, we forget to breathe. Just take a deep breath of relaxation in and pull out all tension. Breathe in relaxation and breathe out all tension and all blah, blah. And while you're breathing in, the oxygen is going to your brain, to your scalp, to your head, your eyes, your shoulder, your back, your neck, your hands, your feet. And it is enlightening your body. It is making your body lighter. Just breathe in relaxation and breathe out all tension. And while doing that, it is interesting that you will connect with your inner world. You know, we are so busy with the outside world, shopping, doing cooking, cleaning, working, and all these things, and we do forget our inner world. And when we take just 2 minutes or 3 minutes, sit down, close our eyes, and breathe, we do connect directly to our inner world, to that place of peace, to that place of light, to that place of unconditional love. And when you connect to that place, you feel safe. And when you feel safe, clear-minded, and you breathe, your body, mind, and soul will be aligned to connect with your inner world and outer world. And when you do that, you will feel a white light coming from the universe and entering into your body, mind, and soul, and cleansing all the bad things. And this light is taking all the bad things and letting you feel lighter, happier, joyful. And is letting you feel, appreciate all the small things in your life, like breathing, walking, talking, dancing, laughing. Sometimes we forget to laugh also, and it's okay to laugh. It's okay to ask for help. It's okay to appreciate every single thing in your life, because you are the one and only person in this world that was created for a purpose. And when you know that and discover that, you would say, aha, this is why I am born. And yes, this is why you are born. You are a unique spirit, self, person. You need to first appreciate yourself. And when you appreciate yourself, you can appreciate everything around you and in you. To have the gratitude and the peace to continue your everyday task. And when you go to sleep in the evening and you put your head on the pillow, you say thank you and appreciate every single positive thing that you had done during the day and sleep like a baby, not worrying about anything else. And waking up the next day clear-minded and happy and breathing and doing all the things that you need to do. And be happy, joyful. So when you're ready, just open your eyes and again breathe. And maybe if you want to move also, because it's appreciating to have hands, legs, eyes, ears, nose, and having this mechanism to move and breathe without thinking, it's a blessing. So yes. So let's begin the presentation today. The presentation is about a greater opening to ourselves. So when you are connected to yourself and you do open yourself to greater acceptance of differences, that will ease your life. And you will not find that this is something wrong or right, but this is something different. And yes, there are differences. So I will talk about opening to greater acceptance of differences. It's taken from Sharon Lotion lessons about the Satir coaching and mentoring specialist program. And I did combine this program with what I learned about the concept of Terence Watts, the founder of the Essex Institute of Clinical Hypnosis. It's about the ancestral memory, the origins of conflict. We usually don't think about the origin of 100 years ago, what was happening on Earth, or 10 years ago, what was happening on Earth. When we do go there with this concept, we would say, that's why we act like this. That's why there are different people, different character, different things. And it will be easier for you to accept it instead of saying, no, that's wrong, that's right, that's wrong, that's right. No, that is different, and that's it. So yeah, this is what we're going to talk about. First, I will begin with a video just to have an interesting beginning about what I'm talking about and remind you about from where we're coming or where we're going anyway. So let's begin with the human migration. It's 2.5 minutes. And let me know if the picture and the voice is okay with you. And if it's not, let me stop it, okay? Are you hearing the voice?
Feeling healthy by...
Let me just stop. So when you watch the videos on YouTube, you get some publicity also. So anyway, let's continue the presentation. So this is what I was talking about, like just to think about that we did exist like for hundreds of years, thousands of years. This is interesting. Okay, let me try to share again. Yep. So if we are going to talk about the concept. The human race in the form that we are now has been in existence for around 100,000 years. They didn't have kitchen, they didn't have microwaves, mobiles, or TVs, or radios, or whatever. So throughout the whole of that time, there have been two separate streams of genetic information being passed from one generation to another through different countries and cultures, through plague and famine, not stopped nor even hindered by barbarian uprisings, religious crusades, or bloody revolutions. So, and this is in one, imagine, in one single split second, they fuse together within a single human cell that was to become you. You, Diane, you, Bonnie, you, Vicky. It's a miracle. So, in that moment of conception, the genetically coded DNA strands from each of your parents, sometimes we forget that we have parents, and sometimes we forget that our parents, they were children also, and they had to go through lots of things to grow up. So the genetically coded DNA strands from each of your parents combine in that one single cell, ensuring that you became a living record of the lives and ways of your ancestors. So this is your ancestral memory, the complete set of instincts and response patterns that were responsible for the survival of those two genetic streams in the first place. It's interesting, sometimes we forget that, and this is the DNA, as you're seeing. So, during this 100,000 years ago, first we had the warriors. They were doing wars to survive, to protect their tribes, to take lands and all these things. They were called warriors, so strong, strict, unyielding, unemotional, and distant. And then the settlers came, kind of forgiving, happy, shy, melancholy, and they would like to say, it's okay, everything is okay, just don't get angry, don't get frustrated, everything will be fine. And they were called settlers. So for 90,000 years, the two existed in harmony. So, but 10,000 years ago, the settlers learned to farm, and the warriors forced the settlers to work for them. You have always someone forcing someone to do something, but it wasn't tagged as warriors or settlers. So when I learned about this concept, I learned why people act like this. And why am I acting like that? As because I'm a settler all of the time. My warrior part is shy and away. So this is what I learned through this concept. So, and then a third type was born, where the nomads, they are fun, flashy, show off, appearance oriented, and they do change their mind like this. And if you explain a nomad person, like sometimes you will see some people like, let's say, Diane, you're talking with someone and you're explaining something, and you say, did you understand? And they would say yes. And the next day they do the same thing. And you would say, oh my God, I spent hours explaining this person something, and the next day he or she is doing the same thing. So this type of people are called nomads. It's not in their hand. They don't do it apparently just because to annoy people. No, they are like that. And this is a different kind of a person. So they took roads, avoiding living in an active lifestyle like the settlers or taking orders from the warriors. So we are going to talk about warriors, settlers, nomads. So the warriors, they are the kind of people that they are strong, they don't talk too much, and they give order. So I will show you a video about the warriors before continuing. So anyway, I will stop here so that if there is some violent pictures, it doesn't